right.
He scared me.
God damn it, Craig.
Wait, I turned off noise suppression already. Fuck. Wait a second. We have to clap
what?
again.
Yeah, we have to clap again anyway.
I turned off noise suppression, or I turned on noise suppression, so you can't hear me clap yet. So hang on.
See, wait. You can just say clap though. It's not that big of a
wonderful
deal.
Podcast. I'm glad to be here.
All right, this is a great start.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Maciej's recording has gone the smoothest so far.
Yeah, I know, right? The guy who's had the most trouble, all of a sudden I'm like troubleless.
All right. Are we ready?
It's gonna be a dream to edit.
Ready for the clap, right? To specify, just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
One more time, because we had to redo the recording. We need another clap. I'm so sorry. 3, 2,
Why do we do this
1. Clap. Because I have to sync the audio up. It's the only way.
Oh God.
I'm just making us say banana or some stupid shit.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, the clap is too loud for me. I'm gonna wake somebody up and they're gonna get pissed.
We've said several times you can just say clap though.
All right, though. I'll do that.
All right. Welcome to the Dungeon Dwellers podcast. This is our second attempt. Here we have me, Brandon.
Yeah, you.
And next we have who wants to go next?
Oh, your good friend Loraella here. I'm here a lot. You're getting to know me slowly.
It is me.
You introduce yourself as Loraella every time.
The Jordans.
No, I don't, to answer your question, but that's how I was listed in the description. So I figured I'd start. Because why not? I picked the name.
Great. We got Loraella, Brandon, Jordan, Heather.
Correction. The Jordan.
Oh, the Jordan. The only one.
That's true, yeah.
As well as Heather and the birthday boy.
The two-man himself.
Birthday boy.
I'm gonna beat you out. You keep calling me that.
Well, it is your birthday, so I mean.
It is.
Yeah, not for much longer. And thank the Lord.
Today we're going to talk about why Japanese roasted peanuts are far superior than any other roasted peanut.
Oh, they're so tasty. I don't know if that's true. Oh. They really are good.
I've never had Japanese roasted peanut.
Can I have like a 4-point reasoning?
Well, first of all, they contain the double crunch, and if you know anything about marketing, Americans love double crunch. That might not even be an American thing. It might just be a human thing. I think it might transcend beyond marketing.
I think people like things extra crunchy. I think that's fine.
2, they're lightly salted with the perfect amount of salt. It's like a salt oil. I don't know. Maybe they brine it.
Oil. Interesting.
That sounds kind of disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the way you're describing it makes it sound not that appetizing. No offense. But continue.
But
I'm
curious.
You should feel bad.
Yeah.
I want you to sell these Japanese peanuts to me.
They're fun. You know.
The point is because they're Japan, right? They're from Japan, so how bad could it be?
I feel like it could be pretty bad. No offense to Japan.
Japan, really?
There's some weird stuff, like the octopus. You remember the octopus getting turned into a cracker?
That's a matter of preference, though. My God, stop.
That was sad. That was a sad thing to watch.
God, I wish we could post that video. Like, maybe link it down below. I don't know. It's a great
maybe I'll make it the background. Maybe we'll make this whole episode dedicated to squishing in the life out of an octopus and turning it into a cracker.
I'll squish the life out of you. And turn
it's out there somewhere.
Cracker.
It's an octopus cracker. You can look it up on YouTube.
Octopus cracker.
I don't know if you look that specific phrase up if it'll work, but I mean, knock yourself out.
Let's see. Octopus Octopus crack. See what we get.
While he's looking that up,
Making
Here's-
octopus crackers in Kanagawa.
oh, found that pretty quick. The third reason is they're like M&Ms, but there's a little bit of air between the chocolate in the middle and the shell, so they shake.
Brandon, I never want to hear you talk about M&Ms ever again in life. I'm just gonna say that right now. All you had to say was M&M, and I was instantly disgusted.
What is up with you and M&Ms?
What's up with you and M&Ms, dog? Don't ask me what's up with me and M&Ms. I'm gonna ask you what's up with M&Ms because you know what's up with M&Ms when it comes to you.
You're talking to the
It's
you
two
guys made
pictures.
Skilk, by the way. I just want to
yo,
point out.
we gotta
this
tell him about
is
It's
Skilk.
interesting.
Listen,
Yo, this,
Listen.
I would actually not mind trying this.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Is
These
it really
octopus
that bad,
crackers, they
then?
look kind of good.
Oh my god! Oh, we talking about octopus crackers? I thought we were talking about Skilk.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
watching this video on about how they make it, and they just take an octopus
reference.
and just crush it.
Gilk is Skittle
Mhm.
milk. It's an invention they came up whilst intoxicated.
Yo,
Skittle milk.
Now we
Yeah,
gotta talk about
Skittle
Skilk.
milk, like Fruity Pebbles milk,
no,
like
now
at the
you
bottom
gotta
of
talk about
the.
Skilk.
But with
No,
Skittles,
no, we gotta talk
Yeah.
about Skilk. Okay, so first
That's-
thing is like milk is one of the 4 powerful elements of the universe. People
know
like
how
to think that it's
that's-
water, but it's actually milk.
I really.
Wait, this wasn't the original fucking pitch.
No.
One of the
because
wait. How many elements? There's 4. You
4.
said.
There's 4.
What are the other 4?
Oh, wind, earth, and
Nice.
fire.
Wind, earth, and fire?
Wind, earth, and fire.
And then milk. That's the third.
And then milk
the
is the
last
4th one. Because think of what you can do with milk. Milk has really
Oh,
progressed
listen.
humanity farther than any other substance known to man. See, for
Brandon, how
like
many
you can make
viewers you got?
cheese out of it. You got like at least 5 dedicated viewers.
Okay, but
it's about to
but-
drop down to 3.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to laugh
you
at
make
viewers,
sound
I'm
like
laughing at
that.
Brandon.
Okay. No. Look. You can take milk.
talk
You can do
about
anything
Skilk.
with it. You can turn it into
No.
cheese. You turn it into yogurt. You can do so much with milk. It feeds
yeah,
babies
you
and
can
keeps
drink,
them alive.
you
It's
can
like the
drink a
ultimate.
gallon of it in an hour, and it makes you throw up.
I have to say,
Yeah, you can do anything
I just have to
for an
interject
hour and make
here.
yourself throw
You
up.
drink it. Never mind. Brandon
If
said
you
what I
drink
was
it-
going to say.
70% of our planet is not made up of milk. And most of our body is
Milk.
not made up of milk. You know,
Although-
just kind of throw in there.
All right, fine. It's the
Milk,
hidden
earth,
5th element.
Water.
Interesting.
Maciej tried very hard at the beginning of our relationship to convince me that he was a flat earther. It was really bad.
It's true.
See, I'm not a flat earther. I'm a donut earther. I believe that Earth is built like a donut, and there's a big hole in the center that you can fall in.
There is nothing you can say that will make
Like
me
Halo.
not feel like I have to laugh at you.
I'm just telling you my honest
You didn't laugh
opinion.
at first, though. And then when I couldn't hold it together, you started laughing.
But on the
You
Well,
topic
I
felt
was-
of
serious
I
for
was
half a
no,
second.
I was really trying to go with it with you and like walk through what your thought process as to why the Earth was flat was, because like I'll give somebody a chance if they tell me
well, if
that
you look
they
at
think
door
the Earth is
frames,
flat. I want.
That's what I'm saying. Door frames are flat.
That's what
Tables flat.
Maciej
Why is
says.
everything flat?
tables
You
are
look at the
flat,
horizon, flat.
ceilings are flat, and floors are flat. So why
Yeah,
aren't
why
they
do we do this box thing?
why aren't they
How did that-
curved?
How come the house doesn't swivel around? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's
How
flat,
can
then
yeah, and if the Earth is always spinning, how come I can't feel myself spinning?
for real.
Wouldn't I be dizzy? The Earth moves really fast.
Man, you know what bugs me about you guys joking about stuff like this
okay.
is
I
that
mean-
these are genuine arguments that people use.
Right.
Because
Like
they are
they-
genuine arguments.
I mean, and the moon landings were fake, so how do you know the pictures of fucking the Earth are real? You don't think it's some deeper involvement, you
Dude.
know?
The Earth spins 1,000 miles per hour. Think about
I think
that.
that's-
How do I
that's
not feel
wrong.
that?
You know, this is going on the internet, right? Like People are gonna think you believe this.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But he's not though.
Wow, that's
Oh,
Husband,
I mean, yeah.
listen to me.
it is 1,000 miles per hour is the
Think I don't know.
Well, he
I
knows
know
the
this stuff.
facts.
I know
knows
this
the
stuff.
facts.
It's like the Earth is shaped like a
I
donut.
just wanted to make sure.
Just to put out there
if you're gonna
for everybody, speed is relative.
Donut
So, like,
Earther.
A speed on a Gravitron doesn't feel the same as the speed that you drive. Certain speeds you drive don't feel the same as certain speeds on the plane.
Did you know that in different
Just how that
regions of
works.
the country,
Well,
the
yeah, that's just
Gravitron is called
G-forces.
something totally different?
Wait, what?
What the hell
Yeah.
else is it called?
I was talking to my coworker about it, and I forget what. Hang on, I have to look up different names for the Gravitron now because there are several.
So anyway, the Earth's a donut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it being a donut be problematic? Like, how come we don't see the other side of the Earth?
It's really far away.
What about the space
render
stations and
distance.
satellites
Wait,
that take pictures of the Earth all the time? Why haven't
Wouldn't
they
it be like-
framed the donut?
Why wouldn't it
disc?
be like Halo? You know, like wouldn't it be like you see the ring, the donut?
Whenever we're ready for the different names of the Gravitron, I've got them.
Hit us with it.
Starship Area 51, Starship 3000, Starship 2000, Starship 4000,
Whoa.
Alien
Oh,
Abduction,
now we're getting into it.
Alien Invasion, The Twister, Devil's Hole, Area
What?
51,
Who
Flight
the
to
fuck
Mars,
called Devil's
The
Hole?
Enterprise.
I'm trying to get some of the Devil's Hole.
I'm just gonna say-
What the hell?
Perhaps I'm biased, but out of all of these, Gravitron really seems the best. Like, vastly. I
Devil's
don't
Hole is a
know.
close second.
I've also heard
Yeah,
Twister.
yeah,
Alright,
I must agree.
I like to imagine there was like just a huge pissing contest between all the Gravitron manufacturers. And they're like, no, I call it the 4000. How about that? Beat that.
Oh,
It really does go from 2000 to 4000.
We're gonna double that shit. This shit spins twice as fast.
3 times even.
Oh yeah, well I'll make Gravitron Infinity.
Oh my god. No, not the Gravitron, the Starship Infinity. Infinity.
I see.
But also Starship Infinite is way better.
That actually is one of the best names, and we made it by accident.
God, these things are so terrifying. Nightmare fuel. And Brandon, you ever seen an Ettercap?
Oh, what?
An Ettercap. They're from D&D.
Should I look this up, or should I have you explain it to me first?
I mean, I can explain to you what they look like, and then you can see how terrifying they are for yourself. Imagine, okay, so it's like a humanoid body, right? And it has a very has a beer belly, and then it has one singular boob on top of that beer belly, and it has the head of a spider, and its hands are just 2 like spider claws.
This
What the
sounds horrendous.
Sounds unpleasant.
Like, what the fuck?
So
Can I
if you
disagree with
now
that?
you can look it up and tell me how close I was.
Okay. I just looked up Ettercap. It says Ettercap is a free and open source network
No,
security
Ettercap. Look up Ettercap D&D, obviously. Thank you.
Jackass.
Really petition for the thumbnail for this video to be the Devil's Hole picture that I'm about to
Is it like fair use? What do we
Well,
call that?
Yeah. I'm sending you all of the different Gravitrons so that you can see all of the carnival signs because they did edit the ride to have a different sign, obviously.
Got an Ettercap on it.
That sounds like I would not let my child go on that ride. Just pointing out there.
They're in the general chat.
Was I close enough, Brandon?
Oh, I sent them to Jordan.
Yeah, you sent them to just me.
They're not in the general chat.
Jordan's special. He's actually a secret
There's an
investor
Ettercap.
for Gravitrons and spaceships and enterprises and devil's holes and whatever the fuck.
Apparently they're big idiots.
But yeah, I said Gravitron to my coworker, and they had no idea what the hell I was talking about.
Whack.
Apparently, they're big idiots, he said.
Yeah, it's the first sentence. They were not particularly intelligent, period.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they have an intelligence of 7.
I think gnolls are more intelligent than that.
They're also cowardly, so they like to
Am I
set
wrong?
traps. So they just set a bunch of stupid traps everywhere.
That's
These
annoying.
things sound
No,
really
gnolls-
sad.
Gnolls are slightly stupider than Ettercaps. They have a 6 intelligence. No, so Ettercaps, they are like cowards and stuff, like lore-wise, but they're just scary because they hunt like fake creatures. So
They
they
look horrible. Like a man spider. Like a fat, overweight man spider.
that's what I said.
It's
He has
actually
a
not
beard
nearly
belly.
horrific as what I was imagining.
I mean,
I don't know what
that's
that
like
says
a
about
that's like a nice
Imagination.
that's like a nice looking picture of them. If you want to see a really ugly picture, then I'll post this one. I don't know. It's just and they watch over like flocks of spiders like shepherds do for sheep.
Sound
What the hell? That's kind of cool.
really like non-threatening, to be honest.
It's just a good like it just has a crook, looks over a hill, has a nice
They're-
sandwich lunch.
They're
they're-
cowards. They set
They're
traps
evil.
so that you alone.
They're just little hunter men that got
Oh no,
transformed into this
They're
horrifying
not trapped
creature.
so you leave them alone. They're trapped so you walk into their webs and they eat you.
Gotta get food somehow, I suppose.
Maybe they're just misunderstood.
Yeah, this one is a little more horrifying. The other one looks kind of like a pleasant.
I don't know. Is this just like anti-Ettercat propaganda, though?
It's
True.
possible. Maybe
What if they're
Ettercaps
really
are
nice
just
guys?
misunderstood.
Brandon,
They
are
also-
you the type to capture a spider or fucking throw it out outside type shit, or are you just like a smash it type motherfucker?
I mean, usually the spider's like outside. I just leave it alone. If it's in my house, like, sorry, you lost Darwinism. You came into the home of me, and I'm going to kill
He
you.
said your soul is forfeit.
Oh.
He
I
looked
find
at the
myself
spider.
just like, like I don't feel bad run over a bug with my car. It's like, sorry, you walked out on the road.
All right. So, what do you think it thinks of you though when you hit its web?
Oh shit. And then that's it.
You don't
And it's
think it's like,
usually squished. I mean, it might be like screaming.
no.
Horribly in pain.
When you're in its web.
Oh, when I'm in its web,
Yeah.
I'll probably be screaming. I shouldn't have gotten in its web.
One of the really neat things about them is that if something is touching their web, as long as they are touching the same web, they instantly can like tell where you are exactly. So they can have like a mile long web and you touch like the far end of it and they're at the opposite end. They're like, oh yeah, someone's over there. Time to go murder them.
Could you imagine if humans had even remotely any kind of ability like that? Like, I'm on vacation, but some motherfucker just broke in my house.
I know where you are.
I know where you are, motherfucker. I will trap you.
It's like in the it's like in RPG games.
I mean,
like when
childcare
you get
would
spotted by an
immediately
enemy.
stop being a problem.
You get spotted by an enemy and they get that little like notice above your head,
Oh yeah,
like you're spotted. They
I wish
just
I
get that in real
could.
life. It's like, oh shit, someone knows I'm here.
Fuck.
I always want to make that noise with my mouth, but I cannot. I can't
No,
make the exclamation
there
point
really
noise.
isn't, but we can all hear it. I personally hear the one from Solid Snake for some reason.
Yes, Metal Gear
Because
Solid.
I haven't even
I
actually
always
played
hear
that
the
game, but I've
one.
seen enough videos.
I always hear the one from that Harry Potter Harry Potter GameCube game that we used to play, Lindsay, where you had to like throw the jelly beans at the washing
Oh
machine.
my god! And when you had to fuck
But when you were
that
sneaking
puzzle part, yeah, sneaking around the menagerie. Ugh.
yeah, I always hear the dorm heads.
We should play that game again. That was fun. Shout out to that game.
Yeah, shout
I
out
wish we
to
could stream us
Chamber of
playing
Secrets
that
on
game.
the GameCube.
Yeah, for real.
It was a fantastic game.
Oh man, it was so much fun. I watched a Kirby Air Ride speedrun the other night, Heather, and I was like, ooh, we played way too much of this game.
We
And
did
not how they intended.
at all.
Nope.
What about did anyone play Sonic Riders?
Yo, I played Sonic Riders, and it's just
Yeah.
as bad as it sounds.
So good. No, come on.
I mean, it's fine. I guess it's just a racing game.
Nah,
it's
it's
like-
more than a racing game.
It's like Mario Kart meets F-Zero.
Somebody's
you're on a
selling that
snowboard.
game, Lindsay.
Like hoverboard.
Yeah.
They made
Honey?
more than one? They made
What are you
more
talking
than
about?
one. They're Harry Potter games.
Oh, I can see that. I mean, it was called Chamber of Secrets, not Harry Potter. So I can see
I
that they
know,
made
but,
more
like-
for the different books.
They made the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh, yeah.
And-
I feel like, did we have that one as well?
No, we only had
No?
Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, for some
Do
reason
you
I
still
remember
have check
running
the
around
you have
the
all of our
room.
GameCube games. I don't know
Yes,
why
I
you
know.
got to keep
Because I'm the oldest. That's what I took. That's what I took. Think about it. I didn't really take anything else. I was like, this GameCube though, I'm taking it. How can you blame
True.
me?
It's in the Firstborn Handbook.
You're
He
like
knows.
John Green taking Hank Green's money out of his baseball trophies.
Look, man. There's not much I wanted in the world, and that one I really did.
So you took them from we couldn't even like talk about it. It couldn't even be a
You
discussion.
didn't notice for years, so I think there's
What?
something to be said about that.
I didn't say anything for years. Like
You-
anytime I brought it up, nope, they're mine. Nope, they're mine.
Well, sometimes you just take things. I don't feel ashamed. I've watched you enough. That was my penance. That was my prize. Now I will
Because
share
our
them
parents
still,
used to make
especially
you babysit me. You were like the GameCube
yeah, you don't
games are mine.
you don't get the GameCube. Yes. I don't know why. That's just
This
how
is
that
the way.
worked. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
You can still play with me though. Like I'll play. We can replay Chamber of Secrets, and I will race you in Kirby Air Ride, and we can also play SSX Tricky, different game station, but I got that too.
my
That
God.
is one of the best games to ever be made.
Isn't it
Speaking
fucking fun?
Speaking of old style
That's
throwback
tricky. Was the
games,
shit?
do you guys remember when I think it was Sony created with Nickelodeon, they worked together to make a video game of all of their most popular cartoons working together. So like Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, Timmy Turner, and all of the bad guys were forming a syndicate and you had to stop them. What was it called?
Oh, I
That
don't
sounds
know.
like vaguely familiar. I feel like I can see the box art. It's like blue in the background. Oh, but I can't remember the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
played it so much. You don't even remember?
Give me the description again. It was kind of, I don't know.
Nicktoons Unite.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was called
For some
never
reason,
played
I
it,
just was
so.
stuck.
and it
I
was
stuck on that one
Gravitron,
SpongeBob game.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, light
Danny
action
Phantom.
pants. Light
Lights,
Camera,
camera.
lights,
It wasn't
camera,
pants. I
pants.
don't. It wasn't pants. Was it pants? It was not pants.
I'm so
Was
sure.
it pants?
Pants. Pants. Pants.
It is light
Pants.
camera pants GameCube game.
Whack. All right. I didn't think it was pants.
But yeah, before
Yeah, I
I
got
leave
stuck on
for
that.
Pennsylvania, we will have a night where I stay over and we play a bunch of GameCube games. You have to figure out how to hook up your GameCube.
I think that sounds amazing. It's already all the shit's right there to do it. You just gotta plug it in. Hopefully it still works. I can tell
Like
you.
we're not
She'll yell at
getting-
me less.
Probably. I won't make you play Navi anymore either. That was a fun ruse while it lasted. But
Lindsay
Yeah, we
used to
can
make
play
me
Zelda
think that I was
together.
playing the NPCs.
yeah, you're playing. You play the fairy. I used to, and I was really, really selling it too. I used to go, stop saying hey. And she was like, I don't know how I'm doing it. And it was being a big sister, you make
That's
the mistakes.
low key mean.
Yeah, no, it's high
That's
key.
low key bullying. She said, "Stop saying hey. It's annoying. Jeez."
Yeah, I was a
Meanwhile,
stereotypical
I'm like
bigger sister, I
5
think.
years old.
Just trying to enjoy your time there.
Big sister just
Yep,
gaslighting the
trying
shit
to
out of
play a
you.
game.
The entire time. Oh my god, me and Brandon
that's
were
where the
talking about
trauma
this
began.
yesterday. Me and Brandon were talking about this yesterday, and I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but I have decided that the kids that were the best friends with the adults were the worst kids to be fucking friends with. And Lindsay was
what?
one of those goddamn kids. The
No, they said
teacher's
they were
pet
mean
sort of
people. Not that
kid
they were the worst to be friends with.
No.
You can be friends with mean people.
I feel a real big roast coming on with how that started, but go ahead. I deserve it, I guess.
It's just like building
I was
up,
mean to you as a
snowballing.
kid, so we're
This
roasting
episode
me
of
now.
the
That's fine.
podcast
That's fine.
has
Go for it.
become the roast of Lindsay.
Hey, I'll take it with pride. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
Lindsay, let me tell you. I don't know. I don't got anything.
Well, I don't know.
Your
Did you not?
D&D
Did you know
world
anyone?
seems pretty cool.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Lindsay was the
Hello?
kind of kid that was so good
Oh,
that
here it comes.
all the time, like she followed all the rules. That when she did something wrong, she could blame it on me, and everyone would believe her.
Yeah, because she's not wrong.
Did you know anyone like that at all, or is that just a sister thing? I'm curious.
I mean, low-key, I had that privilege a little bit.
You did that? Oh,
Until my parents realized, like, oh, this kid's kind of an ass.
Yo, that happened to me too at one point.
I'm with you, Lindsay.
I was
Oh my god.
I was a crazy kid. I want to just put that on. I'm okay putting that on the internet. I was, like Heather said, I was really good. Did my homework. I argued a bit about having to do homework instead of playing outside, like every kid does. But I ate anything they put in front of me. I went to bed on time, quote unquote. Like I did really well. I didn't skip school, nothing crazy. But I would jump from rooftops and sneak into people's yards, and not to steal anything, just because I thought it was thrilling. And I used to organize the neighborhood into like factions that we would then war between for no other reason but to have fun.
Gang wars.
she would
Yeah.
start gang wars with the neighborhood children for no
And there were a
fucking
lot of them,
and
like
she would
20 of
tell
us.
them that the other faction wronged them somehow. And then we would sit
Yo,
back
you're
and
such a
watch as
drama
these
bitch.
kids
Hey,
fucking
Oh
pelted
my
each other
God.
with
No, we
iPhones.
wouldn't watch. We participated. I want to clarify. There was no watching. I was a
Yeah.
captain that stirred the drama up, and then I went into the battle as well. And I kicked
Right,
ass.
okay,
Certified
sure.
gang activity.
But it was like me, Lindsay, and Molly were generals,
Yep.
or like the sub generals.
I was some
given
sort of
power
Supreme
would be,
General. Yeah.
and we would then participate with each other to kick every faction's ass.
Yeah, just uproot everything. Yep. Like crazy bitches.
I mean, we didn't
wasn't
do
wrong.
anything wrong besides fighting each other. And when I say fighting, we like made
That's starting a
reenactments.
gang.
We didn't
We had-
start a gang.
Well, I'm
we
just
had,
saying
like,
we didn't
foam
like
rock
property
each other
damage.
for our own entertainment.
Or like
Property
and
damage. And
permanent
everybody really knew what they
no.
signed up
They
for.
were- Also, listen,
Inciting violence all over your
But the
neighborhood.
one time when we
Right.
tied that
created
kid
a
up.
contract.
What?
Hold on, let me tell this story real quick, Kev. No, hold on. There was one time. I literally admit. Hold on. Hold your horses. I was just saying we weren't like causing property damage. We weren't blocking any roads. We weren't like hurting anybody to the point of any sort of lasting damage. You know, we were just being kids and having crazy fun times. Now, did I start child gangs as a child? Yes, I think that you can make that equivalency. So I do understand where you're coming from. And there was one time that things went wicked too far. And so basically everybody had an outfit of weapons. There were little sticks, which could be daggers, which people did occasionally throw. There were the longer sticks, which were swords. And, you know, obviously thwap thwap. And the pine cones were grenades.
We got them from the
We
big
would
tree.
throw dust occasionally because we lived in New Mexico, so we'd
Pocket
like
sand.
smoke screen, pocket sand. And
That's
then there was
terrible.
one rope. And that rope, we used it in so many ways. We would just like, there was one point I tied a knot in it and whipped it, but we were all careful. I didn't hit anybody with it. I was just being like extra. So like kicking up dirt and sand and things with it, or like, you know, swinging it around
to make
my
a police
head.
system one time.
Yeah, there was also a trap we laid where we like tripped somebody with the little knot you
Oh
can make
my
to like
God.
quick latch it, like not up into a tree like you see in the movies or anything, just to trip them. But then
Just a punji pit. It's
one
fine.
time, come on, no.
It's awful. Oh my god.
To bring a little bit of context, we were really fucking into the boxcar children.
And the Warriors series, so we were like being wilderness wild people, or is part of the fun of life. I don't know. But regardless,
read Warriors.
this was all mostly a show.
Lindsay and Molly.
And everybody really had fun. People changed factions all the time because they wanted to ally themselves with different groups. You know, we would like have this neighborhood howl. So there was just about like 20 some odd children just howling at the top of their lungs at sunset and like other moments to like signal the beginning of things.
This was not a small group of children. This was every house had a child, at least one. At least one child.
There was most
in
of
a
them had 2 to
cul-de-sac.
3. Yeah, some kids came from down the development as well to hang out. But one time, one person really pissed us off, and we went a little too far. We started to get a little Lord of the Flies with it, if anybody's ever read that book. I think that's the second time it's been dropped on the podcast, so read that book.
Also by you.
Yeah,
Maybe
so I guess
don't
I
read
just
that
like
book.
it.
It's a little traumatizing.
No, I think it's a good read though. But we went a little Lord of the Flies and just kind of went off the deep end. We tied somebody to a basketball hoop that was cemented into the sidewalk in somebody's house, and everything was fine. We were just gonna leave him there for 30 minutes to scare him a little bit and then let him go. But something happened and we got distracted and he got stuck there for a while. It was there for 3 hours. And we were like, oh shit, all of us felt bad. Like there was no that was an okay thing to do ever, even for a moment in our heads.
I did not feel bad
We were like,
because I was
fuck.
not a part of this. This specific event,
You
I was
were
not a part of.
this. I think you blocked this out. Yeah, you were. All 3 girls were part of this. Us specifically.
Throwing them all under the bus. He's the biggest snitch ever.
She was literally roasting me.
Nah, we did them crimes.
We did all that. All of it.
I'm not getting punished here alone. You were
I
part
have
of
photo
this.
evidence.
Punished. She does not.
I guess so. No, there is no photo evidence of any of this. There is now internet evidence.
There wouldn't be
admission
though,
of
because I
there.
swear I was not there. Mom would not let me go outside because I would not do my homework. So I sat there screaming and crying for 30 minutes because I hated math.
This was on a weekend because we did a day-long war. And I think that's how he got stuck. We went fighting somewhere else and got caught up.
See, we used to just play like
You helped me tie
Manhunt.
him up. Molly was on lookout.
Right, manhunt.
We used to just play
paintball.
Manhunt, but like
Riley,
I live
maybe.
in a huge ass apartment complex. So like we would use the whole apartment complex as like grounds for this Manhunt. And there'd be like 30 kids playing.
That's pretty lit.
Well, we used to congregate as kids. I my little brothers don't do that. Does anybody else's little siblings do that? Because I know you guys
Nope.
have younger siblings.
I hear our brothers hanging out with people.
My little brother used to go outside and like hang out with people, and then people started bullying him.
I suppose that's fair.
So now he hangs out with people in Discord.
For some reason, as a third grader, I got bullied by fifth graders real hard. To the point of physical violence. Like these fifth grade boys pushed me down in. Do you guys remember before they replaced the mulch in like things? Because mulch isn't safe anymore. They don't use it for playgrounds at elementary schools
Did they get
anymore.
tired of having to deal with hundreds and hundreds of splinters yearly?
I suppose. But they
I
pushed
didn't
me
get that
down
many
into
splinters
the
from mulch.
Ugh.
And I got mulch stuck in my knees. And my mom sat in the office of the principal for like 2.5 hours, reaming the entire like staff because these two fifth grade boys were allowed to bully me.
You know, I keep thinking of stories to tell as well. I was a weird fucking kid. I
were.
was thinking about how in fifth grade I used to dig holes in the sand during recess. That was what I did, and we got it like 4 feet deep, and somebody fell in it, and the teachers were like, "You really can't do that anymore." And then, yeah, there were things a lot like that.
So
There
right,
was
With
also
sticks too. We dug
I-
holes with sticks. We didn't have
I-
shovels.
no. Oh, I thought you were saying we like laid a trap over the hole with sticks. And I was like, "That's
No,
not.
no.
We didn't do
We
that.
dug
We're
the
not.
holes.
See, we didn't
with
want to hurt
sticks.
anyone."
there is
No.
Just kidnap them.
behind the
No.
apartment complex where I live. There's like they don't do it anymore, but there used to be a place where you could go and get free wood chips, and it was
Mhm.
just a giant pile of wood chips. Like when I say giant, I mean like 7+ feet tall.
Wow.
So us as kids would go over and climb up the wood chip pile, and
Oh god.
then we would have King of the Hill fights, and just like
Oh god.
whoever could stay up top the longest wins. And we would like obviously because it's wood chips, and it's like since they've been outside, it rains and they get soft and stuff like that. Like we would straight up just like tackle each other off this cliff of like wood chips and stuff like that. It was we were wild kids.
I
Wh-
think me and Lindsay specifically were always wild. Like from the time I can remember, many like t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and a jacket and another jacket, pair of sweatpants, some snow pants, and rolled me out into the snow while my mom was napping with our baby sister.
And we went sledding. I was an instigative ass kid. I was like, I want what I want. I'm gonna get it done. I was like, maybe 7 when I did this. I just wrapped up my 4-year-old sister. We went outside into the snow and we sled. She was just
Sounds
asleep.
like fucking trouble.
And it's I don't know. It's been a long history of being a wild child, so I could really relate to that, Jordan. And it's I did settle down, and it was kind of 50-50. I was either quietly reading a book for 3 days straight because I was truly invested in it, or, rounding up the neighborhood children to battle each other with sticks.
It was either Manhunt, the pool, or there was like a short phase where we got like really into parkour and stuff.
Well, that's cool.
My
In middle
childhood was
school.
mostly just like checking shit out. Like one time in Alaska, I had this little gaggle of like 5 kids because there was only a few houses out in the middle of the woods. It's Alaska, like 3 people live there. So, but I learned a very important lesson that day, and that is when I slid down a hill, and we all slid down this hill one by one, and we're walking off, and we start to all feel like a stinging in our neck, and we're like, "What the heck is going on?" And we turn around, and y'all, bees can make hives in the ground too.
Yep.
That hill was just a big ass beehive, and they were pissed that we just slid down it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Understandably.
Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed too, not gonna lie. But
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck? Who are these fuckers on my house?
They just destroyed half of what took me 3 years to make.
yeah, right. How would you feel if like a giant just like slid down your roof?
Fuck,
like, oh,
half
there
the
goes
money
my
was
house.
Like, oh.
gone.
I'd be pissed. I spent so much time getting this shit just right. Oh man.
Exactly. And the
Like,
giant just slides down it. That's how the bees
somebody
fell.
just lightly tapped your bookshelves, Lindsay, and everything just went kerflup.
Oh.
Rough stuff.
All right, I've had these questions pulled up from some time now. They're great podcast interview questions, and I'm going to ask our now esteemed guest.
Oh, very good.
Oh boy.
The birthday boy.
What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours?
Don't.
Don't, bruh.
What the fuck is this question? If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't?
An interesting
Basically,
question.
Why am I
That I'm
More or
not...
less,
Order.
it's basically what do you want to flex?
Yeah.
It is.
This is it.
It's basically what it is. It's like what
There's no flex.
it's like what didn't you ask me that you want to flex?
Oh. I have no flex right now. I gotta stay humble. I have no
Right, the
flex.
humble
to
Good
be
man.
Flexed.
Humble flex. I like it.
You have to title the name of this episode the date, by the way. 22222.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is
shit.
a really monumental
Whoa.
day.
I forgot.
And
Entirely.
it's Tuesday.
And it's a
Mhm.
Tuesday. This is
And
a
it's a
historical
Tuesday.
day.
We will never again witness anything like this.
Nope.
Not in our lives.
I mean,
Nope.
December 22nd is going to be almost the same, just with a 1 in the front.
That's not nearly the same, I'd like to
That'll
argue.
be 23 as well.
But why would it be 23? It'd be at the end of this year.
Because next year. Oh no, end of this year. That's right. Yeah. You're right. I'm wrong.
Wow, these are horrible questions.
You didn't, you found shit
I
questions.
you
must
didn't
agree.
pre-read them?
He never does.
Why?
I did pre-read them, and some of them were fitting. The time for them just passed.
Okay, well, hit us with a few more.
From the same article? You want a different article?
I mean, do the same article so we can continue to roast it, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Here we go. Second question. What advice would you... Wait, fuck, I'm an idiot.
A1.
That's it.
Real great hosting.
I'm outed as a duck in a man suit. Fuck.
No, Brandon, you're 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Actually, he's 4 and 1's his hair.
Oh shit.
What are the best resources that have helped you along the way?
Money.
Our Lord and Savior
And
Jesus Christ.
friends.
Okay. Who are 3 people who have been most influential to you?
Definitely not you.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck, we have to bleep that out. Oh my god.
Everyone's gonna know what you said though.
No, it's not live.
All right, let's move on.
Wow.
Powerful words coming from you here.
Yeah. That's it.
Hi, Mom.
That's the last of his political
I
career.
love how that was your knee-jerk reaction, even. Like that was the unfiltered
I think it's
And then my
sweet
mom
too. It
comes
kind of
in
gives
and
away that
immediately
you are somebody, right?
Yeah.
What is one common myth about your profession or field that you want to debunk?
Oh, you said condiment?
Ketchup.
That's a good question. I don't know. I need time to think on these questions. You're really catching me at a bad time here, if I'm going to be honest.
All right, well, while you're thinking that, I've got something for everyone else. The 9th question is insert your signature question, but we don't have a signature question.
Yo.
So what's
How's
our
the
signature
weather should be
question?
your signature question.
Oh, no,
What
you're
does
thinking
your
about the
dungeon
answers to
look
your
like?
questions.
That's our signature question. What does your
What
dungeon
was my
look like?
question
What was that
What?
question?
I feel like we would get some pretty weird answers for that question, Lindsay.
Yo, my dungeon.
I mean,
is
we're the
filled with Star
dwellers. I don't
Wars
know.
shit.
Maybe it has to be something
Like,
related to
sexy
that.
shit.
Do you know how many people
Yeah.
have sex
So I could
dungeons?
tie
Actually,
brain
probably
up.
not that many. Think
And
you
some
Oh
know.
people
my
have
God.
roleplay dungeons, which I guess aren't
This
too
is
far off.
completely derailed.
Oh, wait, those are sex dungeons, aren't they? Roleplay is a new type of.
Whoa, not
And just like
type of
that,
roleplay, you
This
fucking
whole
fool.
end of the podcast
Yep,
has to
we're
get
in sex
nuked.
dungeons now. No, nope. We're leaving it.
Oh,
It's sex dungeons.
God.
We're in it.
I
You
have
posed
no
the
say on
question. You
this.
brought us here.
I literally just wanted to know metaphorically what people's dungeons look like because we are the dungeon dwellers, and I was completely thinking like, what would your ideal dungeon
That was
look like
me.
as a dungeon dweller? But my naivety is showing because I did not consider where this would immediately
Yeah.
devolve to.
I'm putting this on you, Lindsay.
I'm
Everybody
disappointed in you
will.
for not like doing the flair of naivete.
What does
What?
I feel
She
just
said
attacked
naivety.
left and right. I attacked left and right.
Welcome to the roast of Lindsay.
Again, more.
Again.
Part 2.
It's the true
If I
roast.
can't get my big sister on things like this, what's the point?
I guess the
Why
same,
even have a
the same
podcast?
reason I took the GameCube, right? So I
Same
can't fault
reason.
you. It's just what happens. Hi,
What's your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
Ooh.
Don't get a project car
Oh my God.
without having a daily. And if you bust up your daily, don't sell your project. Break your heart. Next question, please.
What's one thing you wish you had known when you began your career?
Why is this assuming that we all have like stagnant,
Tools
successful
are
careers?
expensive.
Because we're all adults and we have a podcast, all right? We already had an episode about why we're qualified. This is our career now.
When did we do that, and where was
What?
I? What are my qualifications for this?
I'd actually like to
I feel
visit
like I
that.
missed too much.
Is that our signature question? Why are you qualified?
What are
to
your
be on this
what are your
podcast?
qualifications? No, it should be vague. What are your qualifications? And just see what people say.
What are your specialties? I feel like is better. Like, what do you specialize in? Because not a lot of people are qualified in things, but there's a lot of things you can specialize in that are very unique answers to. Like Brandon specializes in fucking origami, so
In origami.
I've done that so long. That's a wasted specialization of mine.
shit.
No,
All right,
wait.
you're Brandon.
I used to make origami all the time too.
I don't know what happened. I just stopped doing it when I graduated high
It's
school.
folding paper.
It's because we used to
how long do you think you
have
could have done
endless
it?
amounts of time that we needed to spend doing
Well,
things
that-
because we were getting ready to be factory workers.
Oh
And
my God.
also we could just like kind of like show off like, oh look, I can make this cool thing with paper, and it's like people are like, oh yo, like,
I know Brandon used it to flirt, so
I mean, absolutely. Tell me you don't use that art to flirt. You a good
I'm
writer,
just
you don't
saying, I
write
was agreeing
letters.
with Jordan.
Actually, I did write a letter once. I tried to make it anonymous, and I was too good at writing letters. They were immediately like, "Yo, you wrote this to me."
I
They were like, no one else speaks as eloquently as you do. I even had another person write it. Like, my handwriting was not the same because another person rewrote it, and they were like, this is obviously you.
Scribe, get this down. Oh, shit.
Not even like that.
Qualifications.
You just had.
I love. Sorry.
So what are your qualifications, Maciej?
What are my
Or
qualifications?
specializations.
Or specializations, yeah.
You don't want to know about my specializations. I'll tell you that right
Whoa.
now.
Whoa.
All right, we'll leave that out in the air.
Yeah, it's just we'll
Ponder,
talk about
dear
that another
audience.
episode.
What are your qualifications then, just to keep things moving?
Keep things moving. Brandon, this is your podcast. Aren't you supposed to keep things moving? If anything, hold up.
No,
you
no,
don't
I
have
was
the
saying
question?
that
Hold
to
on.
keep things
It's called
moving.
the Dungeon Dwellers.
Personally.
I know. I didn't know I was gonna be fucking quizzed though.
It's everyone's
On
podcast.
answers I
What?
don't have.
You're a special guest. Everyone's been waiting to hear from
Yeah,
you.
it's the birthday boy.
This
Yeah.
isn't normal people questions.
We're all adults here. We have careers, obviously.
I'm being
Obviously.
interviewed for a job. It feels like this isn't a fucking podcast. This is an interview.
And why are you qualified to be in the chair?
You want to talk about my latest movie or something? Like,
I don't know. You get a good
No, did you
achievement
know-
recently in a game? How's tabs
no.
going?
I don't even play tabs like that.
All right. Breaking news. He isn't qualified.
No,
Jordan.
I'm not qualified.
What are your qualifications?
My
Or specializations?
I don't. I'll be honest. I don't really have many qualifications. Although I will be qualified in food services, hopefully within a year or so.
Good for you. I recently learned that that's not required in your state, so.
It is not, but you can make a lot
Way to
more
tell
money
him
if
he's
you have
wasting
it.
his time.
I'll be back.
Basically, what she just
Oh,
did.
I was saying that it's
Second off,
going the extra mile.
Specializations. I'm good at. God, I don't know, man. It's a hard
All right.
question.
You're a food guy and our green guy. But that's on the
Yeah.
down
That's on the down low.
low.
Yeah, I mean, I can make good food. That's my specialty, I guess. Nothing
Sanji's
else.
a great chef. That's his specialty.
True.
He kills it.
And he can fight with his legs,
And
specifically.
he also doesn't fight women.
Yes, that's
He does
actually
once.
the biggest truth. Bro, it's...
He feels really
Anyway.
bad about it.
You guys don't understand. We just hit the arc and finished the arc where he's separated from women for so long that he can't handle being around them anymore.
Yep.
And the show takes this so far, it literally is an actual perceived threat on his life
Yep.
that he looks at hot ladies and dies from them. And it was a journey.
Yeah, in the one of the One Piece fighting games, he literally cannot fight against girls.
That makes sense to me.
But it's funny, like it makes sense, but it's like kind of messed up, like gameplay wise.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's like, oh, I'll just pick a full female team against you then. It's like, wait, now one of my characters is kind of useless. Thanks.
No, that's a pretty hard nerf to a character.
He gets like heart eyes and he just like can't fight them.
So here we are. To you, Heather. Why are you qualified to be on this podcast?
Well, that wasn't even the question for the rest of us. That was just
Oh, that's right. What are your specializations
or qualifications. He said, "Why are you qualified to be here?"
I mean, that's the essence of the podcast, right? Like, why do you give a shit about our opinions? You make the food
Because you're
so
my
we give a
closest
shit about your
friend.
food opinions. Oh, okay. I guess that was underwhelming. I don't know. It just
I'm dying. Whew.
That was underwhelming. I thought it was cute.
yep, sure.
What are those stones?
It can be both. Yeah. Well, there you have it.
Mm.
I think that's probably a good spot to wrap things up. We're just
Oh,
over an hour
boy.
now. Nope,
Yep.
he's back
As
just in
he
time.
returns.
Oh,
Returns for the
fuck.
wrap up. Beautiful.
Oh, well, thanks, audience. It's a pleasure having you.
It was a pleasure
May not be
having
many of
you,
you yet, but,
birthday boy.
Yeah. One more for the road there. Love it. Love it.
What time is it even?
11.
Let me
You
see.
still
Still
got
your
40 more
birthday.
minutes.
It's like never ending.
Why do you?
feed.
Okay, I have a real
It's time to
podcast
find out
question.
what to spend my money on,
Why a laptop? Obviously.
I guess, right?
Why do you hate your birthday so much?
You want the short answer since we're wrapping up?
You can give whatever answer you want.
Childhood trauma. There. Short answer.
Will you ever be able to enjoy your birthday again without dismissing it as a terrible thing?
Well, it's not like just childhood trauma, but normally nothing. My birthdays go very shitty. It's not my birthday. It's everybody else celebrating because I live out here. You know, it's an excuse to party rather than it's like a celebration. And I'm not saying like the day has to be about me or anything.
I mean, it
But-
does because it's your birthday.
Not really. You know, it is, but you know. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a shitty time. All the time. Stress,
100% of the time.
anxiety, you know. Money comes in though, at least.